If you had told me in the early 2000s that teen heartthrob Josh Hartnett would kill it, no pun intended, playing a psychotic serial killer, I would have surely laughed. But to my surprise, that's exactly what happened in the 2024 horror film, Trap. Trap, an M. Night Shymalan film, tells the story of a father named Cooper taking his preteen daughter Rachel to a concert. As the concert progresses, Cooper learns the FBI have learned a serial killer will be here, although they don't know exactly what he looks like. Spoiler alert that Cooper is the serial killer. As the movie unfolds, we see Cooper trying to find different ways to escape the concert once it ends and avoid the FBI. It's a truly unique idea and something that we've not really seen before as moviegoers. We know the dilemma around 30 minutes into the movie, and I know some thought they should have hid the identity of the serial killer as long as possible. However, I don't agree with this, as it would have shifted the focus on Cooper and onto the FBI. Also, I'm not really sure how they would have done it really well. Now, I do think there are two weaknesses in the movie. The first is around the checkpoints in general. There must have been hundreds of dads at the concert, maybe thousands. Why was Cooper so scared to go through a checkpoint? They didn't have his identity, and the assumption is that they would be able to interrogate the serial killer and ID them. However, Cooper is quite personable, and it seems very likely he would be able to fool security. In addition, many serial killers would relish something like this. Now, instead, Cooper kidnaps Lady Raven, basically breaking his cover and giving up. It's obvious from this point that the gig is up, and there's really nowhere for the story to go once he does this. I think a better option would have been to have Cooper get through a checkpoint, and then after the concert was over, the FBI interviewing a witness, and then discovering who he was, having some sort of eureka moment. Now, to piggyback on this, the second weakness was around the last third part as Cooper went home and essentially was exposed by Lady Raven. Lady Raven was played by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, and to me it felt like M. Night Shyamalan was trying to get his daughter more screen time in this movie. She wasn't bad by any means, but going that route felt a bit forced, and I do think it hurt the storyline of the movie. Now, I think a better route would have had Cooper to actually kill Lady Raven and her driver. Maybe have a scene where he takes them hostage and disposes of them. In general, though, the movie was very good, but the last third probably could have been done differently. I think another avenue would have been to have Cooper escape and get away with it. I know they make way too many sequels these days, but actually, I think a sequel could have worked here. In addition to this, if they had added, they did have that one FBI lady who was pretty good, but if they had had maybe another big name FBI agent tracking him, they could have definitely done another type of sequel around Josh Hartnett playing this dad serial killer who seemingly lives a normal life. As for the movie, Josh Hartnett, he's fantastic, and I'm glad to seeing him have a career resurgence. I'm not sure why he hasn't been in much the last 10 or 15 years. If you know, definitely comment. But I look forward to seeing him in more stuff. I think he has been in another another movie or TV show. As for M. Night Shyamalan, he put out a pretty solid film here, and it's good to see he still has it. He's put out some real duds like The Happening, yet he has given us some gems like The Sixth Sense. Some of his other movies like Old, Unbreakable, The Village, I wasn't a huge fan of those. I guess I would say that they were below average movies. I have to admit that I did like the ending of The Village, if you're familiar with that movie. But what did you think about Trap? Even though I criticized a few things, I still thought this was a really good movie. I just would have preferred a different ending and even a sequel. That said, let me know your thoughts and whether you liked it.